HUD activated. Commence briefing.
Approaching Haran.
Data on the subject, Kadir Suleiman, a local political figure hired to maintain order after the outbreak. His brother Hassan died in a disease-related incident before we were able to evacuate him. Suleiman blamed the GRE for Hassan's death. He stole a highly sensitive file which became his bargaining chip against the GRE, with instructions to publicize it if anything happened to him. Data on the subject, the stolen file.
Jump in 10 seconds.
It details the incomplete process of synthesizing a cure for the virus. If implemented in its current state, the produced substance may be extremely toxic.
Now.
Also, the file contains full description of the virion's structure. Any attempt to use it would result in countless lives lost. It must be recovered. Further information, current status. Suleiman sent the file to an associate unknown to us, with instructions to publicize it at his command at any time. To counter that, we instituted a citywide communication jam, preventing him from publicizing the file. Your GRE-issued radio can overcome that jamming. It is your lifeline. Do not lose it. Suleiman has since gone underground and begun using a different name. We have reason to believe he now leads one of the two main factions operating within the city. You are to find Suleiman and locate the stolen file in order to save mankind from a disaster of unprecedented proportions.
I told you that wasn't a normal drop shoot.
Break his legs, then take him to rides.
Back up! All of you!
Stop! Loud noises draw them. Fall back! Fall back!
Come on! We have to move!
Let's get him off the street!
Get the door open!
Tower, this is Jade. Get sickbay ready. Got a guy with a bad head wound and a bite on one arm.
Oh shit, Amir's hurt?
No, Amir is gone. But I'm bringing in someone who might still survive.
One of us?
We'll see.
You pinch him. You're scared. I'm not scared. Then pinch him. He blinked. What? He blinked again. What if he's a zombie? Ah! Zombie! Run!
Hey guys, this is Honest Steven, and today we're looking at Dying Light on PlayStation 4. This is technically Dying Light the following enhanced edition, due to it being a better value of a purchase, but we're only going to be focusing on the core game this time, not the actual DLC expansion aspect. I've played a bit of this, about an hour I think, through somebody I knew, but I've never actually played it straight from the start intro, and I have to say, the trailers and the bit that I've played absolutely do not give the impression that the game was going to start taking itself so seriously. Not that it's a bad thing, but it definitely, I would not have anticipated I was playing a crafting-based zombie game just by watching that opening. I felt very James Bondy or Jason Bourne or something like that. But anyway, if you're not familiar, this is a crafting, like I said, this is a zombie survival game that is based heavily around the idea of collectibles and crafting, and it's mostly open world in a sense. You can see here, it's a pretty good gist. We don't really go through much of that over there, at least based on what I know, but we'll be in this fenced-in area a lot. It's very parkour based. There's a lot of running and jumping and climbing up walls and such like that. I will be playing this through to finish and then doing a review on it, as I did with Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition.
You sleep for 3 days like a dead man, then scare children? Off to a great start, 31.
Where am I?
In paradise, can't you see? Okay, enough joking around. Head to room 190. The boss will brief you.
What do you mean, 31?
Ask the boss.
This,
31. That's your number.
Excuse me?
Your number. You're the 31st infected. I'm the 18th. Everything is counted here. 1 fewer doses of antizin. 1 more new infected. 1 more runner gone.
this game was a specific request from one of my viewers. She specifically asked that I review it. Apparently her husband is very into the game and she wanted to see another opinion.
Oh, fuck quiet. Now he's gonna get Amir's anti-scene.
We're just getting picked up.
The game, on first impression, it looks pretty good. As is pretty much the par
Looking for the boss.
for the course regarding this kind of realistic art style. Things look a little uncanny valley. Like, the animations aren't as natural as they could be, and the lip syncing's not as perfect as it could be. But that isn't a big deal. You're not really going to be seeing most of that, considering the majority of the game is full sprint running through large groups of zombies and cityscapes. The general environments are pretty good. The lighting is good. I can tell that on my capture, there's a lot more brightness than there is on my television. But I don't think that hurts anything for the viewer. This stuff's kind of interesting. I like the little elephant. There's a spot through this slideshow where it interestingly specifically states that you shouldn't just aggressively kill zombies outright because they were your friends and family at one point. So you only kill them in self-defense. See, anyway, I'm not gonna sit there. It takes, longer than I thought it would. You can tell that they put a lot of effort into the world for this game, which is impressive.
Hey, I'm looking for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, You wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
We call it the Tower. Brecken and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your Anderson was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me, pal, that's not the case.
Fine. Take it. You know my runners put their lives in danger for guys like you. So now you take the Anderson meant for someone else, and you won't even share your gear with us? I don't have time to deal with your bullshit. I've lost contact with one of our guys thanks to the fucked up radios we're stuck with. Do something for me, would you? I don't want to see you or your precious radio anymore, so go be useful somewhere else. We don't tolerate lazy assholes here in the tower.
Hey, be fair. I'm not lazy. I'm just, hey, boss.
Save it. That last guy I mentioned, he's only on the 13th floor, but he might as well be trapped in a mine cave-in. Come back later. And I'm not the boss. Too young, remember? I'm Rahim. Brecken's in charge here.
First impressions about that guy, I don't really like him. He feels out of place. He's very oddly aggressive, but I think that is just supposed to encompass the whole young, overly enthusiastic, I need to prove something archetype. My little bit of experience with this game has definitely informed me that, for better or worse, this has a lot of cliches from the genre in its character stereotypes and writing and such, which is a bit disappointing, but
13th floor.
We'll see how it fleshes out in the overall gameplay experience.
It's gonna be some dirty work. But we all got to pull our weight around here, huh?
I'll do my best to attempt to circumvent any motion sickness that might be caused from jerky movements, but at the end of the day, I can only do so much. So I apologize in advance.
Jesus. How many people died here? Crane here.
Where were you? We've been waiting for your report. It's been over 70 hours.
I lost my radio for a while. Don't worry, my cover's intact. No contact with the tower's leader yet. Unable to confirm.
A blue filter goes over the screen whenever you're in a radio conversation with your headquarters, and I don't really understand why it does that. All I can think is maybe it's the game's way of indicating that you don't have to worry about anything happening, because it's essentially a cutscene, but in engine. I don't know, it just seems odd. Like an unnecessary stylistic choice. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I cut my arm getting away from him. Oh, God. You had to kill him, didn't you? God damn it! That was my brother. I came down to see him and...
Easy, easy. It's all right now. I'll get help. Hey, Rahim, this is Crane. I'm down here on 13. Listen, this guy of yours got fucked up pretty bad getting away from a zombie.
Oh, shit. 31? You went after Mark? Is it safe down there?
Yeah, well, it's safe enough now.
Okay, don't move. I'm sending Lena downstairs.
Hey, hold still. Lena will be here any minute.
Gauze. You've got to find some gauze. Oh, and alcohol. Combine them. That will stop the bleeding.
I appreciate that there isn't really any other way to handle an in-world tutorial for something like a game's crafting system, but I don't. That feels. It always feels kind of sketchy. The survivor sense is nice because you can easily overlook things in this game's world, considering it tries to blend it in very well in a realistic manner. The minimap's quite informative. That's definitely a good thing. Minimaps can make or break a game in some instances. And I know some people like to play with them turned off, and it does give you that option here, which is, again, very appreciated.
Okay, I think that's everything I'm gonna find. Let's give this a shot.
Game just outright lies to you. There's a whole bunch more crap in here. Doesn't let you turn on your flashlight right away, which is a little annoying. I think it wants you to really use the scavenger vision. Ah, that's overkill on the wet effect.
Let me see him. Gauze and alcohol, huh? Pretty primitive, but it'll work. Thanks for the help. I'll take care of him from here.
Well done, 31.
Not bad for a new guy. Perhaps I misjudged you.
Yeah, I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
Well, good. Come find me, and we'll talk about how you can do that.
I should make it clear from here. This game, like every open world game in the universe, is riddled with side quests and collectibles and things like that. Unless I absolutely can't help it, I'm going to be skipping the majority of that. I'm going to focus on the core story, the core missions, and whatever I can get along the way. I can't really let myself stick on one thing for several dozen hours if I plan to finish it at any point with my schedule.
Alright, taken care of.
After I complete the main game, if enough people request it, I will go back and do side quests and find extra stuff. Or I'll go into the following and we'll cover that and review that. So, either way.
What? Explosives?
Oh,
I never
please.
said that.
You can't tell a convincing lie to save your life.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? You think you can't die?
You're not my mom.
No, I'm not. Our mom's dead. So you might want to be a little nicer to me since I'm the only family you have left. Especially
Like, this is a prime example of what I meant when I mentioned that there's a lot of cliche in this earlier. I guessed that the moment she walked in and started talking to him that she was a sister and they had no family. And in the intro, one of the best runners gets killed saving my life, and I called that, and I don't know. Not a big deal, but I don't like being able to see something coming. I don't need to be shocked by a twist or anything. I don't want to immediately see characters introduced and go, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen to you already. That's not fun. Again, doesn't hurt anything, not a big deal, just something I noticed and felt it was worth acknowledging.
So,
is that enough? Do I get to talk to Brecken now?
First, go change your clothes. I left some new ones for you in your room. You're in 194.
Something wrong with what I'm wearing?
You need something that fits the job Brecken wants you to do. Call me when you've changed.
It's weird that it makes you hold that button there. I don't think it happens at any other point in time with the menus. So I have some DLC stuff which it doesn't affect your stats or your inventory or your damage or anything like that. So I don't really understand why that's a thing. You don't even see your character. But if somebody asks for it, I'll switch to whatever. You get a whole bunch. So for now, fresh clothes.
Okay, Rahim, I'm ready. Where do I find Brecken?
Not so fast, 31. If you're going to earn your keep, we have to find out if you've got the skills. So get your ass up to the gym. It's on the top floor. Just a couple flights up.
Zombies like computers.
What kind of stupid question is this?
It's a joke, obviously.
Another one? God.
No, wait. This one is really funny.
Okay.
So again, how are zombies like computers?
Oh, I give up.
They use megabytes.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Rahim, I don't see you. Where are you?
Those. Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here.
I will forewarn everybody now. As I mentioned in Resident Evil 4, I'm not good at first-person games and twin-stick dual analog input. So I'm probably not going to do amazing with the overall parkour system in this. So bear with me. Oh, there we go. I ran across that, well, something like that, and had no problem, but I blew it. Damn it. Now, how do I get...
Welcome to our gym. First things first, you've got to learn how to run.
What do you mean, learn how to run?
Obviously, this video is going to run longer than the rest of the episodes if I can help it, due to being the introduction prologue section.
Are you nuts? I'd kill myself.
Don't be a wimp.
Come on, you can't be serious.
Watch this.
Rahim!
My leg!
Jesus, don't move! I'll get help!
Ha! I was just fucking with you.
Son of a bitch!
What? You can't take a joke? Come on! Get your ass down here!
Christ on a crutch. Holy shit! Holy shit!
It's a rush, isn't it? But don't blow your load just yet. There's more. To survive outside, you got to take advantage of the terrain. Most eaters suck at climbing, so the harder the terrain is, the better for you. I've got some typical situations set up for you. Let's see how you handle them.
Sometimes it's better to crawl through the low, narrow passages. Eaters will have a tough time following you. Try not to slow down once you start running. Outside, if you stop, you're probably dead. Not bad for a noob.
Dang it.
Alright, get up on that scaffold. And don't fall, because there sure as hell ain't no net. That's my favorite. Cat grab and muscle up. You won't survive outside for 10 minutes if you can't do that.
You have to admire the texture work they did on the characters' arms and hands, considering you're going to be seeing them all the time.
Time for the real test. Get back to the crate. Make use of anything and everything while you run. Okay, that's enough. You've got some serious natural talent, man. Either that, or you've done this before. You done this before?
Hardly. The closest I ever came to this was running track in high school.
Well, then you're a fucking prodigy. Never seen anything like it.
This game's leveling system is interesting because what you do affects it. So if you do a lot of running around and a lot of parkour and stuff like that, you get agility levels, or whatever the game calls them. If you fight a lot of enemies, you get combat levels. If you craft a lot of things, you get crafting levels. It's smart.
Something went wrong.
You don't just level up in general and have access to several trees. You do things to level up different trees.
I bet you're having your first seizure. Just get back over here.
I probably accidentally took the long way.
Raheem, what the fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely no. At least not yet. Seizures remind you that you're infected. You better go see Dr. Zera though. He'll check you out, probably give you a shot of antizin. Before you head out to see Zera, talk to the quartermaster. He'll gear you up so you can go outside without getting your head bitten off.
All right, they've given me an actual job, and nobody suspects I'm not who I say I am. So far, so good. And once Dr. Zera helps me manage these symptoms I'm dealing with, I'll be even better.
Alright guys, that's where we're gonna call it quits for today. It's not technically a chapter end in the grandest scheme of it, but I'm going to use situations like this to initiate when I will end each episode unless there's something that comes up as a better way. So, let me know what you guys are thinking so far of the intro to Dying Light. Obviously, not much has happened yet, but we will get into the thick of it pretty soon, I'm sure. And you'll get to see me die and hurt myself all the time. That's fun. For the time being, you know, I'm going to continue doing my best to bring you one of the most honest opinions you can find online. And, I will talk to you later. See ya.